Hey there, my Irish friends. Druid at the bottom of the deck. Tapping into some beautiful ancestors today, sharing it with the collective. I'm using my Celtic deck. And yeah, I hope this finds who needs it. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I feel like someone is being reminded, okay, that they are a student. They are learning. They are applying what they've learned. The Druid is the Hierophant. Seven of Wands. I feel like there's been some sort of like initiation. There's been some sort of needing to hold ground. Knowing that like there's an army behind you. So this is letting you know that like you don't stand alone and you are heavily protected. Okay. I feel like your ancestors have your back. Thank you to our ancestors. Yeah, look at Two of Cups in the side position and then the Six of Wands. I feel like you're overcoming things that are not equally balanced for you. This could have something to do with partnerships, relationships. I feel like you're holding your ground, you're standing your ground, and moving on from something that was not fulfilling, fair, or what was best for you. I feel like your ancestors also protect you. Okay, Queen of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. I feel like you're victorious in overcoming something that had to put you in some sort of position of defense. Having to maybe even call on ancestors in the first place. I feel like they ride or die for you. There very much could have been an energy here that you showed love to, but didn't receive it in return. It could have been a bit of like unrequited love here. And you were asked to move on from this dynamic and end the cycle with them once and for all. Wheel of Fortune. I feel like through this process, you have closed the gap in any karmic contracts. And I feel like you're helping your ancestors with this through your particular contracts. There was a lot of heartache and pain as a result of this dynamic. I feel like they worked with others to create a downfall for you. But I'm getting that now they've broken their own heart and they're the ones experiencing the downfall. It's like whatever they wished for you was granted for them. So it's like a wish was granted, but they may not have expected for it to affect them like it is. Oof. All right. There is this energy of moving on, having a new outlook on life, and being light-weighted, right? Like you're not carrying the heaviness of this with you. I feel like you turned your pain from this experience into something that helps others, works with others. You might collaborate. There is 3-3 here. So this is like maybe what was going on in the background here and how they were working with other people to create this betrayal, deception, heartbreak. There was some sort of exchange here. I feel like they sealed their own fate. Yeah, look at. They sealed their own fate with the Seven of Swords. They're constantly going to have to look over their shoulder now. I feel like they always have to look over their shoulder because there's like a shitstorm following them. It's like they know. I feel like there was so much said and done behind the scenes. Maybe they're even believing their own lies at this time. Five of Pentacles. I feel like they may want to head your way because something is falling apart where they're at. And I'm getting there is this abandonment wound here that keeps repeating. that continues to go unresolved. I feel like somebody may want to come towards you because they see you as doing well or having access to resources, and maybe they're in a lack position now, experiencing a downfall. I feel like if anything, this could represent like them trying to get away with something, maybe at work, and being caught. I feel like someone's trying not to be caught, or they may have been caught, and as a result are experiencing the loss of something. Okay, there's that Fool card. I feel like with the Fool cards coming across the Wheel of Fortune, this is kind of telling me that like there's no new beginning for this energy that I'm picking up on. I feel like they're going to have to learn the lesson before they can move on. Yeah, World card. I feel like they did not complete the cycle. There was something that they were meant to do to help their ancestors, maybe even their family line. And as a result of them not moving forward on this path, there's a need to stay back. Someone's being like held back. I'm getting someone doesn't have the support of their ancestors in this case. There is a lack of completion here, a lack of understanding, not accepting the inevitable. Not ready to move to the next level. Yeah, I have the Emperor in the side position over here. So yeah, I feel like they're in their lower vibrational energy when it comes to masculinity, rebirth energy. I feel like they may be facing a judgment call when it comes to where they're at in their life and what they've done with it. Maybe there's a bit of life review playing out here. Also a spiritual awakening. An ego death, potentially. I feel like there's a need for an honest self-evaluation. Four of Wands, I'm getting like this is someone who was meant to co-create with you. This is someone who is meant to be on the path with you. I'm getting that it's being replaced. Yeah, there's something coming towards you that's going to be a new offer. I feel like you're aligning with a soulmate, or you've reached some sort of level of completion. There's like this acknowledgement and recognition. I'm getting that there is something coming towards you that's from afar. This could be a new commitment coming in. Passionate new beginning at the bottom of the deck. I feel like this is like a creative spark too, like something maybe you've inspired in someone else. Okay, look at this. King of Cups with his business hanging out here. Let's put the business away. It's not that kind of party. I feel like, you know, there's a lot of emotion here. Water sign energy, Knight, and the King. Let's see. So someone may feel very strongly toward you in their emotions. Could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Doesn't have to be though. I feel like this is energy. You know, they've had their own experiences in life. Maybe even their own set of betrayals, deceptions, heartbreaks. I feel like they've evolved as a result of their experiences. I'm getting that there's an energy here that hasn't quite yet grasped the lessons of life in the relationship department. But I'm getting like somebody new is on their way to you. And so this energy has. They see you as very stable, secure, and independent. 9 of Pentacles. All right. This is new love coming in. Then I have the Chariot. I feel like this is balanced energy when it comes to feminine and masculine. I'm getting that they've also activated their light body energy. This is someone who is being recognized as worthy, someone who is on their purpose. Again, more Cancer energy. They have strong will and grit, and they have the ability to persevere, and they have strong discipline and drive. I feel like they've answered the call of their soul. and their purpose here. And then I have the Mother. Yeah, Empress energy here. I feel like there's been a lot of energy that has come across this Mother energy, this Empress energy. I feel like, but the Empress energy has her foot in the water. So she has this conscious awareness of what's been going on behind her back, but gives it no mind. It has no effect on her because the vibration doesn't match. And so those that are sending that low vibration energy will remain in that energy, okay? And there is this like loss, regret, remorse, resentment, bitterness, unhappiness, hiding themselves in shame. Maybe with the pig in the background, there's a bit of like a bit of disgrace. I feel like they overindulge in things in their life, creating an imbalance here. 5-5 is significant. I feel like there's something new that's on the horizon here. I feel like it's gonna create an opening, like a new door is opening for you. The Druid came out officially. I feel like it has something to do with like your spiritual learning, teaching, maybe sharing what you know. Okay, I feel like you have a lot of experience. You're the wounded warrior. You're the one who's here to share by experience and be an example. Lead the pack, right? Like someone has to go through the trials and tribulations of life and emerge victorious. I feel like you fought many battles. So you're a very worthy opponent. 9s could be significant. So I feel like you have continuously fought these battles, spiritual ones at that. And I feel like you're being rewarded as a decorated warrior of the light. I feel like you hold a lot of wisdom and knowledge here. Okay, so your spiritual position and authority has been earned. I feel like you are a child of the divine and you've accepted your soul plan and mission here. And as a result of that, you have the support of the universe. This is some fighting Irish shit right here. That's so awesome. Oh, go Irish. That was great. The moon. Howl at the moon. I feel like you have strong abilities. You have the ability to see through the illusions and make a conscious choice and decision. So you might be someone who can prophetize. Is that the right word? No. Prophesize, not prophetize. That would be what this energy wants to do. But no, you're somebody who might be able to scry even. I feel like you have the ability to see beyond what's directly in front of you. You may be able to tap into other energies. You might be an energy reader. I'm getting like you use your conscious abilities for purposes bigger than your own. It's like conscious awareness, making a decision. Okay? Peace, balance, harmony, moderation, being able to alchemize energy. You might be someone here who, again, maybe feels very tied to like sacred lands, as well as the countryside. So you may really love nature or feel like you're missing this type of environment, but I feel like you can go back if you want, like go back in time, revisit a life you once had there. And I feel like you can travel this through your ancestors. And I'm getting like the rainbows are significant. So this tells me that like You might be able to use like the physical world, right? Like this kind of reminds me of a threshold. So sometimes in a threshold, it's like the in between. So you much may feel like you're in between realms, in between lives, in between, yeah. And then we have the Lovers. I feel like you've made a conscious choice to use your free will to bring balance to the collective, okay, just by being who you are. I feel like there is some sort of wisdom and knowledge that you're meant to work with someone else on. I feel like it has something to do with this Chariot. Oh, I didn't mean to show the boobs. What do we got here? I feel like, you know, using your free will choice to do things that have integrity, right? Because you have a higher calling, so you're going to align with that. I feel like, you know, this journey's been quite laborsome. I feel like it's time for you to put down the heavy load. Like, I'm getting like there's somebody that might be coming your way to help you to put the burdens down, maybe share a bit of things with you. Ace of Cups, bottom of the deck. Yeah, Knight of Swords. I feel like there could be some incoming communication or fast movement when this transpires. Okay, they gave me 3. I have the Sun card, I have the Hermit card, and then I have the 4 of Swords. I feel like you connect with this energy, you connect with the divine, okay? I feel like you're a child of the light. This is about clarity, receiving guidance, going within, okay, to know what your next moves are. I feel like this is you like operating in silence to some degree. I feel like this is meditating. This is praying like it's your job. I feel like you're meant to, you know, share your enlightenment, but it's only for those who are on the path. So there may be a need to kind of like rest in the meantime, like recover. I feel like right now you're in a time of like rebuilding and recovering. Okay, 4 of Swords. I feel like you're working on like how you balance that. Yeah, I was thinking like with the 4 of Swords, this is about like the mental aspect of things, like your mindset, and knowing how important it is to have a positive mindset, because you know that we create from our mindset. So this is about bringing balance, being spiritually and physically nourished. So this is you prioritizing self-care, okay? So it's like treat yourself to self-care, right? You are deserving. And, you know, maybe this is you resting as well. Like, I'm getting like it's time to kind of rest before it's time to move on to the next, whatever the next is. All right. I feel like you've been up against, you've had to transmute a lot. I feel like there's been a lot of chaos, drama, competition when it comes to you and your energy. And I feel like you use this energy for yourself. You could be moving away from this energy towards peace in some way, shape, or form. I'm getting that, yeah, I feel like you're leaving things behind that no longer serve you, or you already have. I feel like there's been a lot of emotional investment made. However, you're being led in a new direction. I feel like you're in search of the 2 cups in the upright. And then I just got the High Priestess. Yeah. I feel like you understand that, like, you're not meant to be for everybody forever. There's, like, you know, seasons when it comes to your experience. I feel like you didn't know everything, but you had intuitive hits. You might have been able to kind of learn how to work with your craft, your abilities, okay? I feel like because of your abilities, you may have felt very burdened and alone and had to move on as a result of your calling here. This has something to do with like what you're here to do. Look, there's like a harp in the water, you know, she's sprinkling things, she's wearing bones around her neck. I'm getting like you inherited a lot of these abilities from your ancestors, and they know that it can be heavy to bear. And yes, sometimes you have to leave things behind that are very difficult. But I feel like you receive the guidance, the warnings, you put in things into practice. I feel like this is you strengthening your abilities here. You're meant to strengthen these. Yeah, look at the maiden, the mother, and the crone. 3 of Cups. They're all naked. Okay, I feel like you're meant to help others on the path. You might be working with others in some way so that they can figure it out, like what their path is going to be. So there could be something in here for you that has started. Maybe you've created something as a result of your experiences, and it was meant to be. King of Wands. All right. King of Wands. I feel like somebody is watching this from afar. Yeah, there's a King and Queen of Wands over here. They're looking in 2 opposite directions. So what that tells me is maybe they're not necessarily aware of one another. I'm getting like, here's that opportunity. There's some sort of gift that is being bestowed upon you. And it's justice, it's fair. I feel like there's a ruling made in your favor for what's transpired here in the past. I feel like this is as a result of you reaching a level of expertise. I feel like you gained something, okay? So I feel like whatever you've gained, it reminds me like the swirl. I forget what the name of that swirl is, that symbol, but it kind of reminds me the power of 3, okay? So I feel like there's been this like death and rebirth process, and then here's like that new beginning. So it's like you're resting before the new beginning. You're resting before this new chapter. You're resting before this fresh start. Okay, and I feel like you're meant to co-create with somebody else. So if you're a masculine, it's a feminine. If you're a feminine, it's a masculine. And I feel like, you know, this also has something to do with like, you know, you experiencing the difficulties in relationships because there was things that were within you that you needed healing. Three of Wands. Yeah, I feel like, and then the Ace of Wands. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this is 4 Wands. I feel like, you know, there's one that's coming in that is going to trump the 5 that's trying to create some sort of chaos, conflict, and competition. There's no competition when you don't compare. So I feel like you use their energy to create something new. So this is like the magician energy, wielding, right? Creating, knowing that like creating from a higher vibration versus fighting amongst one another, you're certainly going to accomplish more with this approach. I feel like you've put a lot of practice into what you're doing and where you're going. I feel like you're being recognized for your hard work. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. I feel like you're walking straight into a life of magic. I feel like you've had to put a lot of hard work in though, but I feel like you're about to reap what you have sown. I feel like this also talks about like your destiny, your legacy, and you know, your fulfilled contracts here. I feel like there were like things that were preset And I feel like this is like your awards are posted on the wall, right? Like your certifications, your degrees, your authority, like your recognition. You're being recognized. Like you weren't meant to, it's almost like you weren't meant to suffer in this lifetime. This was a lifetime of abundance, okay? I feel that I'm seeing the rainbow in the background as well as like a set of twins here. So that might resonate for some of you. I'm also getting the black robe, the purple robe. So this really speaks to me about like royalty. You could be considered some sort of royalty. Seven of Cups. But I would get that people worked really hard for you not to see who you truly are. All right. I feel like they created a lot of burdens so that you would be stuck in your shadow, not feeling like enough and being distracted. But I'm getting that you have a lot of support. I feel like there was this energy of underestimating who you are and what you're here to do. And I feel like there might have been distractions casted, but I feel like you were able to use your spiritual abilities to decipher which one is for you and which isn't for you. I feel like you didn't fall for the tricks. Okay? So I feel like you figured it out. It's kind of like there's been like a treasure map left for you. I feel like, and you've like solved the treasure. You found the treasure. You're the freaking treasure. And then my shirt says, I feel lucky. Yeah, like you're golden over here. Death energy. I feel like there's a massive ending happening for those who came against you, thinking that they could cast spells and keep you somewhat distracted. Yeah, there's this Knight of Pentacles energy. So I feel like this has been a long, difficult road. All right. I feel like endings are happening for whatever community thought that they could get away with, coinciding with this like abuser here who simply projects from a place of their own insecurity and lack. Okay. I feel like they somehow talked so much crap and involved a group to create some sort of endings for you. But here's the thing, like they didn't know who they were playing with, and I'm getting like they've caused their own chaos and endings for themselves, trying to manipulate with your energy. I feel like you used their energy and you've grown from it. You created something new from it, and you're an empowered, inspiring soul. You're motivating others with your spiritual truth and authority. You speak God's truth. Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Okay. Oof, I feel like somebody is going to watch you work with somebody else, right? Plant new seeds, watch them grow and nurture them, and live a life of love and happiness. I feel like the energy you put out is creating a ripple effect in the collective. All right, you may not have seen this as a blessing at the time, but you certainly do now. And there very well could be somebody who might want to acknowledge their wrongdoings because they're feeling very trapped. In fact, the energy that they put out to keep you trapped is now how they find themselves. They're now trapped in the illusions. They may feel like they've been, yeah, look at, then we get the Devil card, okay, with the Ace of Wands. And then there's another card that flipped. Where's this? Yeah, Eight of Wands. Yeah, 8 is significant. Yeah, the energy that they wished on you, okay, as a result of their own self-limiting beliefs, okay, I feel like they've got dark attachments here, And this energy is returning back to them if they've sent anything out to you. You're not a vibrational match for anything that they casted, them or their friends. They may have paid somebody, or they may just have like this deep-rooted despise of the light, and therefore they're motivated to continuously attack you over and over and over again. And I'm getting that this shit's being returned back to sender. All right, I feel like they are going to surrender or be sacrificed. I feel like something about a Leo, something about a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. I feel like you are too strong. I feel like there's okay. Oh, I just heard that this is about surrendering to the power of God. Okay. If they don't fear God, they will soon. Magician or Archangel Michael. The magician. Yeah, I feel like, you know, there's this like energy of coming up against a magician when you are a page. Like there's a lot to learn between these two positions of authority, positions of spiritual authority. Okay, I feel like you might hear about what was done behind the scenes. 9 of Cups. I feel like your wishes, your manifestations are coming true. They may have tried to prevent this with their page energy, but they're outmatched. Okay, Queen of Pentacles. Someone is mourning the loss of you, Star energy. Queen of Pentacles energy. You're being seen as very stable, secure, abundant. Okay. Yeah, 4 of Cups. I feel like this energy continues to refuse like the love that they so seek outside of themselves. I feel like they look everywhere for it, but it's something that they need to go within for, not outside of themselves. And I continue to get the energy that they're being manipulated to continue to emotionally manipulate. Sorry, I got interrupted. I feel like, yeah, I mean, this 4 of Cups is like not able to have empathy for anyone else, right? I feel like their heart chakra is blocked. I feel like something's continuously been repeated on over and over again, and I feel like it's like trauma bonding, it's sexual desires, it's dark attachments, it's like continuing to just, you know, there's a lot of like spilt milk, crying over spilt milk. There's a lack of love in this person's energy. Okay, I feel like maybe they've never quite felt loved until you might have been in their life, and you might have very much poured into them, and maybe they miss that now. I feel like they didn't appreciate it when they had it. So what makes you think they'd appreciate it now? I feel like you gained the wisdom and knowledge to move on from this situation so that you wouldn't end up depleted of your own life force energy. You were guided away because essentially they wanted you trapped and stuck and totally depleted and not able to do what you came here to do. Okay, I feel like now they're in that energy. Yeah, and you are protected by the Most High. You're speaking truth about this energy and what they do to people. They project their own wounds on other people instead of healing them. Therefore, they will continue to be depleted. They will continue to seek outside of themselves for something that they nearly like have within. Like there's this energy of needing healing. 9 of Pentacles. I feel like everything you've built on your own. No one can take it from you. I feel like they're going to watch you be successful. They could be watching you from afar. You could receive some sort of information. King of Pentacles. I feel like they see you clearly now. Maybe they devalued you before, right? Because they didn't feel like they had value and worth. And they seek value outside of themselves through other people. They usually siphon their energy to create from. And when you remove your energy, there's no more energy to create from. So they have to be in their own energy and it's empty. And now they're clearly seeing that maybe it wasn't you that was the problem. It's now a realization that it's them, and maybe their codependency when it comes to substances, trauma, love bombing, sexual energy here. Maybe feeling like they have to have material wealth in order to be viewed as valuable. Maybe they also take advantage of those that they see as less than them, or they treat people as less than them. I feel like this is somebody that this person would typically manipulate, control, maybe trauma bond with, or somehow take advantage of in some way for the sake of them looking good in some way, shape, or form. I feel like they have this way about thinking about people. Yeah, they realize that you're the one who holds the value and the worth, and they discarded you, and now they regret discarding you. I feel like they're being haunted because your ancestors are coming for them. Oh yeah, Knight of Wands, Ten of Cups, yeah. And your ancestors protect your happiness, okay? They're haunted because they know they can't come anywhere near you. You're heavily protected. Okay, you're protected on the spiritual and physical realm here. Yeah, we have the Eight of Shields. You're working hard towards goals here. I feel like, you know, you've got your eye on the prize. I feel like they're in this energy of being reminded of where they did put the work in and it wasn't with you. Okay, I feel like they may have pretended to do something or pretended to be someone that was kind, caring, sweet, but really behind the scenes, there was something else going on. They may not have been who they said they were. Yeah, they were giving to other people with the Six of Pentacles. They were breadcrumbing. They were entertaining other options behind your back. Okay, I feel like they didn't equally give to you because they were giving to others. 6-6. I feel like they now recognize that you did show them love. And maybe they're in a dynamic now that they met somebody through work where it is unbalanced. And they're reaping what they have sown now. They're seeing clearly the difference between you and them. And they're with somebody who's just like them right now and they don't like it. It's like they don't like what they are, so they wouldn't want to be with someone who's like them. But that's what they've attracted into their reality based on, you know, how they show up. I feel like you've cut this person out of your life. You're standing up for truth, clarity. I feel like you are speaking and sharing your perspectives in life. The Queen of Swords is someone who protects their peace at all costs. Okay? As well as what they've created for themselves. Okay? Nine of Pentacles. They don't have access to you. They never will ever have access to you again. And that haunts them. Them watching you with somebody else is part of their karma. Okay? They're continuously, like, their evil ways will continue to create devastation in their life. I feel like there is an opportunity for forgiveness if they were willing to speak the truth. I feel like they will continue to hold on to the past, which continues to be a blockage for them from moving forward. All right, so I feel like this energy really has an opportunity here to turn their life around if they so choose. But right now, they're continuing to be in denial and not taking accountability for their own actions, which has been a direct result and downfall in their life. And, you know, everybody has free will choice. I feel like they've used their free will to inflict pain and suffering on others instead of healing their own wounds. I feel like this energy continues to siphon others, okay? And it's because of a dark attachments that they have. All right, so they really need some work, some internal work, healing, maybe breaking free from any codependent behaviors here. Okay? Paying attention to where their thoughts are and how they project. This is a lot of low vibrational negative projection happening here. I feel like it's come back around. I feel like there's been a lot of love lost. I feel like maybe they entertain many options and at the end of the day, like, there's no love there. All right, I'm getting like these are empty. They look empty. And this person looks like they've been waiting forever. And it's like their table, there's nobody at the table anymore. Maybe at one point there were people around that celebrated them, but now they don't feel celebrated. I feel like their wishes and dreams are not coming true. And the only person to blame is themselves. It's time for them to go within. I feel like there's a need to balance and learn from the experiences. I feel like they continue to repeat things over and over again, and it's causing some sort of imbalance too. 9-9. I feel like this is, you know, I feel like it goes way back, right? I feel like they're on the precipice of a strong ending here, something that is going to be somewhat catastrophic, something that maybe they don't see coming. I feel like it's for the sake of them to wake up, okay, stand up for themselves and what they truly want and take inspired action towards, you know, being a better person. You know, they came here with a purpose, okay? And I feel like, if anything, you know, there's an opportunity for realignment. I feel like they have to put the hard work in. It's not something that you can steal from somebody else. It's something that's earned. There's something that's earned. You can't take somebody else's hard work as if it's your own. It's not gonna, it doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. What's the advice for this person that I'm picking up on today? Collective energy. Yeah, I feel like it's not, this is about putting in the hard work, realizing that it takes effort, it takes time. It's not something that is overnight, and it's not something you can just take from somebody else as if it's your own. All right, there is some major ending happening here. There's a downfall playing out, and it's so that change can happen. Someone's realizing the truth. I feel like they've been in this like false ego this whole time. I feel like they're the creator of their reality. I feel like they're in the position that they're in as a result of their own free will choices and actions taken. You know, they want to be on more stable footing and have more abundance in their life, but they're not willing to do the work that it takes. And therefore, you know, they will continue to repeat until they learn the lesson. Okay? And until then, they're going to have to start from scratch until they figure it out. So, yeah. All right. That'd be the message today, guys. Sorry, it was a lot of like unresolved karmic energy here. I feel like it's here so that it can be worked on, processed, released, okay? And I hope that this finds who needs it, and I'm sending you lots of love. Talk to you next time.